My name's Freminet. I'm a diver. Oh, no need to shake hands. I mean, no need to be so formal. If you need help surveying underwater ruins or salvaging materials, I can be of some use to you. But for anything else, you might find me a disappointment. I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea, in peace and total silence. It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult. Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to. I always get so gloomy when it rains. The rain stopped? Okay, that's good. Don't be scared, Pear. I'll keep you safe. Maybe I should put on my diving helmet to keep me warm. I'd rather be diving in the sea. Morning. Do you have an assignment for me today? If not, I'll head out. All the components look intact. Maybe it's just a worn-out spring? If so, that's an easy fix. Oh, sorry. I was... Did you say something? Want a bowl of seafood soup? It's made with shrimp and shellfish caught earlier today. I'm no cook, but the ingredients are fresh, so it shouldn't taste too bad. You go ahead. I'm gonna stay up and read for a while. What am I reading? It's about diving. There's a bunch of skills that I still need to... Anyway, night. As you know, diving is one of the few things I'm any good at. I spend more time among the Tidalga than I do talking to people. They don't ask you questions or act disappointed. They just float there quietly with you. The underwater world is much simpler than the world of dry land. Whenever I feel lonely at night, Pear is the one who's always there for me. I thought that maybe some other kids might want a toy for company too. So I made a bunch of clockwork penguins and took them to LeChaux's workshop to put on sale. Apparently the customer feedback was good, but they didn't sell too many of them. And most of the buyers were adults. Orders to me are like a clockwork spring driving me forward, and I don't know what to do with myself without them. So if there's anything you need me for, please don't hesitate to ask. Tell me a bit more about yourself. Your hobbies, favorite food, favorite color, what animal you'd like to have as a pet. If you and I are companions, it means we're connected, more closely than gears in a machine. After I got my vision, I didn't need my helmet to go diving anymore. But I can't bear to be without it. It cuts me off from the noise of the outside world and makes me feel safe. My vision, Pear, and my helmet, I draw my strength from them every time I take a breath. If you look up at the sky from far enough underwater, even the sun is soft on the eyes. That's why I like it down there. I've seen lots of barrel conchas down in the depths. The patterns are so intricate, I often lose track of the time just staring at them. These fossils are all that's left of these beautiful creatures. I wonder how long before the rest of the world becomes part of this underwater museum, too. Lumitoile attach themselves to many things. Sometimes on the reefs or docks, but most commonly on large underwater buildings. Do you think they're drawn to humans like Sissons are drawn to the light? Father doesn't like it when children cry. Father says tears are the product of emotion and weakness. So when Father scolds me, I hold it in until I'm underwater, where no one can hear me cry. At least I have the Romaritime flowers to keep me company. When I was little, I was taught that we should be ready to give our lives for our family. But when Father took control, this philosophy changed. Father said that every one of us is important, and we have to value our own lives, be our strongest selves, and stand on our own 2 feet in this world. But actually, all of that's much harder than just following orders. At home, Lenny's always showing me his magic tricks. Whenever I smile, he grins excitedly and says the audience is definitely going to love this one. Do I really smile so rarely? Lenny is our team leader and acts like everyone's older brother. But I can tell that he puts on a brave face sometimes. I tried to talk to him about it once, told him that he doesn't need to wear a mask all the time. But he denied it, and we ended up having an argument. Since then, I've never brought it up with him again. If you assigned Lenny and Lynette with the same mission, they'd both do an outstanding job. But not me. Lynette is always comforting me, saying that everyone has their strengths, and how everyone relies on me to fix things around the house when they break down. If only I was half as good at anything else. One day when I surfaced after a dive, the Chief Justice was just standing there alone on the beach. I don't know whether he had something on his mind, or was just enjoying the view. Obviously, I didn't ask. I only locked eyes with him for a split second, before disappearing back underwater. Thinking back, I must have looked so guilty. I'm in no position to give a well-rounded opinion on the Hydro Archon, so I'll pass. I mean, I've only seen her a few times, so I'm sure I have a somewhat skewed view of her. Okay, fine. I've seen what the Hydro Archon's like when she's sitting in the audience. In my view, she's a very charismatic speaker, but it's her silences that intrigue me more. Her eyes, they're like the darkness at the bottom of the ocean, hiding a deep secret, afraid of anyone ever getting close to her. Sorry, I let my imagination get the better of me. Lenny told me everything. I'm so grateful to you and Navia for your warmth and generosity. Please pass on my thanks when you see her. Huh? Tell her myself? Oh, I've suddenly got stomach cramps. Sorry, gotta dash. For some reason, Charlotte never believes me when I say I'm just an ordinary diver. She's convinced that my past is full of news stories waiting for her to dig up. Am I really that bad of a liar? I hear that Chevrez is a regular customer of Boumol Workshop. She always purchases the most expensive and advanced components for her musket. If I make enough Mora, maybe one day I can afford to upgrade Pear's components. I'm sorry. I can't really think of any good stories to share. The ones I do know will just bring down your mood. My past? If you promise not to look at me, or you'll let me wear my diving helmet, maybe then I could try to tell you a little more. Personality's one part of it, but the bigger reason is that I've been avoiding my past for so long now, it might be hard to talk about. I read in a book that when people die, they turn into stars and watch over us from the sky. I hate my real father. He abandoned my mother and me, so I don't care about him. But if my mother looks down from the sky and sees that, after all this time in his new home, the child she protected with her life is still so timid that he can't fend for himself, will she be disappointed in me? I don't like thinking about my time in the House of the Hearth under the previous director. All I'll say is, my habit of retreating into the sea started back then. Father changed not only me, but my view of our family too. Then Linny and Lynette joined the family, and for the first time ever, I gained some genuine companions. I once swore an oath that I would do whatever it takes to protect this family, and never look back. Now, I stay true to this oath not because it's the previous director's orders, or because it's what Father expects of me, but because it's my own desire. Please keep our family secret safe, so that I can keep my promise. Apart from diving, my main hobby is dismantling mechanical things and modifying them. I also collect spare parts, and sometimes I build new clockwork toys out of them. Huh? Pear? No, Pear is more like family to me. We grew up together. No, I'm serious. I'm always tinkering with it to add more functionality. I truly hope that a day will come when Pear can fly free into the sky. That's a tough question. I don't have any critical issues that need addressing, but at the same time, there's a long laundry list of minor things which all take their toll. If I was a clockwork toy on the shelf, I wouldn't even know where to start trying to fix me up. But at the end of the day, I guess it all comes down to one thing. I'm just too weak. Seafood, mainly fish and shrimp. Crabs, okay too. I'm really glad that Linny and Lynette share my tastes, because it means we can eat meals together. I don't mind how the ingredients are cooked, though. I leave that decision up to them. I can't handle coffee. More than half a cup, and before long, my heart starts racing, and I can't calm my breathing down. Everyone says that coffee can boost your energy levels, but to me, it's torture. It's good. So good, I don't want to eat all of it in one go. Is cooking one of your hobbies? It shows. I can taste how much care you put into these delicious meals. Sorry. For a moment there, I had the urge to run for my life. But that wouldn't be fair to you. Would you be willing to come with me somewhere? There's this place I know where the scenery is spectacular. spectacular. I think it's even more magical than a fantasy novel. I have a secret hideout there, and I keep some glowing sea creatures as pets. I just want to give you a birthday experience like you've never had before, and then give you my birthday wishes. Will you give me the chance to do that? Are you sure? You didn't have to do this for me, you know. I'd obey you regardless. Your time and energy is a precious resource. Shouldn't you spend it on someone else? How can I ever repay you for this? I don't know what to say. I don't have much practice at this, and right now, I'm terrified of saying something stupid and upsetting you, and making you regret this whole thing. I'm sorry. Is it okay if I just say nothing and just stay here with you for a while?